we'll have to watch out for how they interact with their different wave dash distances. Luigi's a little bit farther, so I think sometimes you'll find him staying a little bit farther away.
Right.
And then trying to sort of threatening his range from really far. When they get to that closer mid-range, Ices actually have a little bit of an advantage. Because you think about Luigi, like, he's good moves. Right next to him is really dangerous.
Right.
Also, like, all the way across the whole entire damn stage, really dangerous because he can wave dash all the way there.
Yeah.
That whole zone in between, he's got really nothing.
Right,
What's going to do to you?
And yeah, Vist with the 2-0 advantage over Frostbyte in this season, so clearly looking like the favorite here. But we'll see what Frostbyte has to say about it going into game 1. And it is Battlefield, the classic starter stage.
Can't help but wonder what his game plan is. I mean, I guess we'll have to find out.
Yeah, we'll see if he has any adjustments that he's potentially made from the previous sets.
The neutral start.
Yep.
I don't think one person could start on the flat and the other on the ground. I don't like that.
Yeah, it's not technically neutral, but...
Yeah. I've been kind of thinking, like, maybe you should just divide the stage, like, down the middle, and you can pick wherever you want your character to be. I don't know. I haven't really thought
that's
about
an interesting thought.
It's like, if I'm Fox, far away is not neutral for me. I'd be right next to you.
Right.
You know, depending on the matchup or
Yeah, for sure. Falcon would definitely want to start a little closer in general, too. But Vist is already finding that Nana kill, and Frostbyte not able to save her, killing himself in the process.
Risked it all.
Yeah, not a great look to start game 1. But he does have quite a bit of damage on Vist already. A smash attack might do it already.
That looked like an opportunity for maybe another early Nana kill.
And waiting for Nana to get there, but not quite in time to do a smash attack and end Vist stock.
He goes for a desync, kind of just launching Nana up into the air to chase for the up air, so kind of like a little bit of a safe extension. A little technique.
Okay. Vist with that forward air on Nana and Frostbyte. Forced to go out and save.
Good timing from Vist. It's really hard to defeat Squall Hammer. Tricky hitbox.
Wave dash, surprise forward smash catches Vist for that first stock.
Yeah, it's going to be a tool on both sides, I feel like.
Yeah, definitely. And Nana's certainly dead.
Not able to finish the edge guard on Frostbyte Sopo, but, you know, it's probably okay.
It's Sopo.
It's probably fine.
Yeah, especially against a really floaty character like Luigi. There's not much in the way of combos that Sopo has on Luigi.
Kind of just drops to the ground, almost like a tomahawk forward tilt.
Yeah,
kind of weird.
Interesting choice, but it worked out really nicely.
Yeah, it's that matchup knowledge. Ices, if you think about all the hitboxes they have in the air, there are some big zones where they just cannot put a hitbox. They have really good disjointed ones.
Right.
But that was one of those places, like, sort of be in front of and low on them. They don't really have anything that can go there.
Yeah, and, I mean, forward air maybe, but that also takes a second to kind of get down there in front of them, so...
Yeah, there's no way that's going to start up by the time they get hit. Okay, down air, like, the move of choice.
Yeah.
For Vist.
Oh, and really unfortunate there for Frostbyte. Miscue on the up B. 3 stocks to 1 now in favor of Vist.
Yeah, back air, of course, going to get crouch canceled. Lucky it wasn't a crouch cancel grab.
Okay. And waiting for Nana. This time does get there in time, but not quite enough juice on that up smash.
That's got to hurt. Because then now you're doubting yourself, like, man, maybe I should have gone for the pummels. Maybe I needed to wobble a little bit first.
Yeah.
Okay, Luigi.
Oh, wow.
Tricky.
Surprise from Vist.
I was just about to talk about how Luigi struggles so much coming back in, like, any matchup. And then, you know, he shows off, like, the one trick Luigi has.
Oh, and the...
that's his other trick.
The invisible ceiling, and then really weird little trajectory on that forward smash, but...
I think that was a visible ceiling, too.
It might have been the back-to-back. Either way, cool. Frostbyte finally taking that stock. All right.
Okay, gets out of the corner by sort of like wave landing off the platform. Doesn't just go straight at him. Doesn't wait. Takes a different angle of approach. My local Luigi mains always talk about that. If you're playing against a grounded character like the Ice Climbers, they're so scary, and you can't really, like, you don't have that aerial drift, so you need to find another way to do it, and wave landing is often the answer.
Yeah, for sure. And the reverse forward air will take it for Vist game 1. Solid showing. And Frostbyte still looking like he hasn't quite figured out what to do against Vist.
Yeah, and I have a feeling wave landing might not be a factor in the next game.
Yeah.
So that changes everything. The whole game plan's going to have to change from Vist.
Mm-hmm.
Almost looks like he was nodding at acceptance when he saw the stage choice. You know what I mean? This is like actually really hard for Luigi in this matchup.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Luigi really likes to have those platforms to stay away from ice climbers so that this doesn't happen.
The first wobble of the set, isn't it?
Yeah, and it was immediately at the start of this match. Nicely done from Frostbyte. Gonna get his first lead of the set here. And in great shape already to take this because this stage is already way in Ice Climber's favor, and now he has that stock advantage working for him as well.
Yeah, I feel like you're forced to play with so many less tools as Luigi, and then like any guess you're gonna take in neutral is like just like not good risk reward wise.
Right,
There's just like no good option. You have to just be ahead of your opponent over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And then when you do get the split, you have to like really take advantage, like this. Yes, both ices off the stage. Smack, yeah.
Okay.
Really sound edge guarding from Vist.
Yep. Oh, wow. And the Nair actually will take it at... Nair is surprisingly strong.
Yeah. And the ices are super light.
Yeah, for sure.
And FD actually has a deceptively low ceiling. You wouldn't think so because I think like having no platforms that you never get a KO off a platform, so it seems a little bit of a higher ceiling, but it really isn't.
Yeah.
It's quite close.
And Vist has already managed to bring this back to close to even. Oh, the power shield on the icicle was actually huge.
Able to get an aerial off of it, too. You know, Vist fighting his way back from the immediate wobble, really.
Yeah. Oh, but gets caught in a blizzard, and that will be a wobble.
Yeah, he was trying to show his prowess in, like, basically playing platform games. But Frostbyte was like, no, this is a fighting game. I'm going to come in and grab you.
Right. Okay. Goes for the grab on Popo.
Yeah, really funny grab release. If you're not a teams player, you might not know that, like, if you grab someone and then you get hit, like, just by a little bit, they just fly off the stage. That's what we saw there.
Alliance loves using that setup.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
Vist, again, struggling to find his way in here, but as you mentioned earlier, Vist is generally a very patient player. He knows when to pick and choose his times to come in very well.
And I think he's one of those patient players that has... A lot of patient players lack the ability to, sort of scrap in close quarters. I think Vist is actually still pretty good at it.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
He wants to play the measured style, but it's not that not because he has to.
Yeah. And Luigi definitely has a lot of tools in close quarters as well, especially that Nair and his aerials in general. But Frostbyte doing very well in this game too overall.
Yeah, and it looks like this is probably going to be the second stock of Frostbyte, but with 2 to play with and his Nana's back, you know, that's...
Yeah. For Vist, you definitely want to try to get rid of Nana ASAP here.
He's really, like Vist has really made the most off of each of his openings, but that just goes to show you, like, that's been, like, 2 or 3 or 4, you know what I mean?
Just a really rough matchup on this stage.
Yeah, the rate at which he's able to open up Frostbyte just doesn't seem like it's enough. Now he's got him in the corner. Goes for the judo chop.
Yeah, I was saying earlier, I think Luigi Ice Climbers is surprisingly winnable for Luigi, but this is not the stage for it at all. So great counter pick from Frostbyte. See if you can save Nana here. Tries to, but she goes down anyway. Oh, he might try again? No. Wisely chooses not to go all the way down there.
I guess what they talk about in a lot of matchups that make the Ices matchup kind of like easier is when you hit them on shield and they slide really far away. Luigi kind of has that as long as it's really far away. Because if his wave dash is about to end and you hit them with like a forward tilt or a smash attack, they do slide a little too far to punish you.
Right.
And a lot of the times he slides so far across the stage that if he's at that long distance, the Ices wind up at the edge, which is, for them especially, not a very strong position.
Right. Okay, let's see if Vist can finish this stock. Not yet. He's already at 94. He's got to avoid too many more stray hits if he has any chance of making this comeback. Ooh, another one. Nair. Gonna do it, though. Once so again. Vist with 97 damage and a dream. Oh, okay.
Winning this game would actually be so huge.
Yeah.
I would say it almost clinches the set if he wins this game.
Yeah, practically. All right. Vist getting a little bit of damage in there, but as we mentioned before, patient player is not going to try to force this. He's going to wait till he... Oh. Wow. Interesting clank there between the down B.
Yeah, it's really interesting how, like, Vist is playing this, like, tournament winner Wow, yeah. He's playing this tournament winner game and then mixing up like Waveland back to the edge, drift back to the edge, and aerial. And then we like suddenly saw a green tornado.
Yeah.
Like
out of nowhere. Vist trying to go kind of for that surprise factor there, it looked like. Unfortunately for him, it clanked and he wasn't able to get too much off it. Frostbyte does close that out. A little bit of a scare on the comeback attempt from Vist, but this is going to be a lot harder this time for Frostbyte, though, on this stage. Vist already racking plenty of damage on both climbers.
He's chipping away on the edge. This is
yeah.
devastating.
Oh, man. And Nana already dead outright. No, not even a chance for Frostbyte to save her.
That was like the highest hitting dare possible. He hit him with like his mustache.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Unfortunately,
it kind of looked
was
like
able to match out.
Kind of like the Shy Guy might have something to do with that. Like the pummel took a little longer, I think, because it hit the Shy Guy too or something.
Right, right.
Weird. Need to see the tape on that one. Just playing that platform is so threatening. It's like a launch pad for Luigi.
Ooh, the dash attack from Nana.
Yeah, it was a weird invisible ceiling. Not that there are any not weird invisible ceilings.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like Frostbyte's strategy is when he approaches, he's occasionally putting up like the short hop auto cancel up airs to sort of like make Vist shy away from just launching himself off the platform with an aerial.
Right, right.
I mean, that's going to be important. Anything he can do to shut down Vist's like aerial movement, because that's been really where Vist has been getting a lot of his advantages from.
For sure. Yeah, Frostbyte definitely doing a better job overall than we saw in Game 1 of controlling space, but
yeah, with that said, right?
Still a 2-stock deficit. Up air, not quite going to do it.
Yeah, Luigi just floats slowly back to the edge. Now the Ices have their... Okay, I was about to say they have their way self in the corner, but...
Ooh. And this is looking very rough for Frostbyte. This is all extra credit for Vist at this point.
A lot of back airs now from Vist.
Oh, man. And that is a whole lot of extra credit.
Yeah.
An entire stock's worth. Oh, okay. Vist. I don't think he's too broken up about that one. I think he'll let that stock go.
Yeah, it was a clever little edge grab from Frostbyte, and Vist didn't find his way back home. But okay, just going straight for Popo until now. Yeah.
Unfortunate. That was probably a down smash gone awry.
And 2 games for Vist over Frostbyte's 1.
Yep, and of course can't go back to FD now, so Frostbyte is going to have his work cut out for him on another platform stage against a Luigi of Vist caliber.
I mean, and you think if you want it to be like FD, maybe you go to Stadium.
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
Or you go to Fountain, you just hope that the platforms are down a lot, you know?
Yeah.
Power Shield's another ice block. I guess that's like actually part of this game plan.
Yeah.
It makes sense because it dominates the ground, and that's what Luigi is going to have to use.
Right. I've seen him use Nair to beat the ice block a few times as well. Pretty good.
And Nair just stays out there like forever.
Okay, and not... Ooh, yeah, great job by Vist. Not only getting Nana off stage, but then making sure that Frostbyte didn't end up close enough to Nana to be able to save her.
Yeah, you know what's really cool is like... So Luigi's like gimmick, he does it on shield a lot. He can do 2 aerials in a single short hop. Like one of the only characters that can do that.
Right, right.
He uses it there to get a strong hit on Nana, push him off stage, and then immediately goes for a Nair in the same short hop to send Popo straight up.
Yeah.
So he's like splitting them up totally on purpose.
Yeah, absolutely. And, oh man, making great use of those double aerials in the short hops in the close quarters.
Another forward tilt in that same position we saw in the first game.
And there it is. Vist, another down air kill, and another 4-stock to 2 lead as well.
Yeah, the way Vist is using that down air is when Frostbyte's like, okay, wobble. When is it gonna break? No, okay.
No, yeah.
When Frostbyte's quite far away and he's only gonna be able to barely grab the ledge or just make it on, Vist is kind of dragging that up air like across just on stage to just the ledge. And since Ices don't have enough drift after the Squall Hammer, there's nothing to do but get hit.
Yep. Pretty screwed in that scenario.
I get it because it's like a screw. Good one, Chillin.
Vist opting to take his time here. Wisely so.
And waiting for the platforms to come back up right there too, so he has an escape option.
Okay. Ooh, unfortunate there for Vist. The whiffed forward smash going to lead to a wobble, and now all of a sudden, This is looking very doable again for Frostbyte.
Yeah, it was pretty weird at the end. Like, the ices were desynced like just a little bit, and it looked like they were running circles around him. Didn't know who to hit.
Yep. Oh, and almost leads to a grab, but luckily for Vist, not quite. And that should be it for Nana. Will be, and then might also be it for Coco.
There's the dare again. This time hits him onto the stage. That beat the down air.
Yeah, that was clean.
Not even a trade.
Yeah, just straight up. Great usage of the hitbox and timing from Vist.
It must be a big hat.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, another crouch cancel. Seen that a few times in the back airs from Vist.
Ooh, probably accidental dash attack from Vist. Usually is from Luigi. Not the most useful move in the game.
Yeah, that's putting it nicely.
Okay.
Looks funny, though.
Yeah. Another transformation. And that'll be it. Frostbyte with a respectable performance, especially given how good Vist is at the matchup. But Vist taking it 3-1 and moving on into winner semis himself.
Another little thing I noticed is Vist is using